do, why it's so unique.
All right, welcome. What's up, everybody? Come on in. Sorry about that. Just had some meetings all day, finishing them up though. And yeah, I'm very, very interested in dissecting this market as it is doing some crazy, interesting stuff right now. Missed you guys too. You know, it's always healthy to fuel up the energy storage to be able to trade and handle those swings. So glad I was able to do it, but it wasn't the best trip because it's mostly for sick families. So, but right now, as you know, I'm currently not I took a lot of money out of my account. I do not have much in it at all. Mostly what I was doing is just selling options the last couple weeks. Let's just see Coinbase here. And so what I am doing is I just have my money in cryptos, and currently that is just the stuff I'm kind of trading. You know, if I am trading right now, it's mostly just crypto on this time off here. And I do believe this, crypto year is going to be insane. So I'm just trying to milk it as much as possible. So as you guys know, I'm always diversifying. If you want to be successful in anything, you have to diversify. You have to have multiple streams of income. It also means you have to have multiple things you trade. You can't just trade options, weekly options. You can't just trade leap options. You got to be in some stock. You have to diversify in long-term investments. Cryptocurrency is now a great diversification. If I had in my portfolio, I'm extremely bullish on Bitcoin Cash, and I did have basically most of this portfolio in Bitcoin Cash. And the altcoins are running now. It's called alt season, which means alts are taking off while Bitcoin trades sideways. And when Bitcoin trades sideways, it's the best time to take advantage of altcoins. So yeah, I mean, alt season happens all the time. And so Bitcoin Cash, I've been telling the group about Bitcoin Cash since $500 here. Bitcoin Cash has run 220%. And if I hit the compare button and I put on Bitcoin, let's put it on a new pane, T-pane. We'll put, make this candles. I just like the candles. And so since the same moment where Bitcoin Cash ran for 200%, we had Bitcoin run for 25%. So what the crypto market does is when Bitcoin does nothing, smart money is going to rotate into the more volatile coins. And then when they make their profits, they're going to rotate back into Bitcoin. So you see the altcoins running. And once they stop running, money goes back into Bitcoin. If you're ever curious on if Bitcoin is going to start pumping again and the altcoins are not, we do have the Bitcoin dominance chart. This is Bitcoin as a percentage of, all the market caps. Bitcoin recently is taking a plunge as the leader, and that's why the alt season is happening. As you can see it visually from the chart, the alt season is basically in full effect as Bitcoin is dumping its percentage market cap every single day. And so we don't have support on Bitcoin till about this 38 level. So Bitcoin has another, drop coming in. But since the inception of Bitcoin, the percentage market cap has been dropping. So there's never been like a full Bitcoin dominance. It's slowly getting overtaken, but there is periods where Bitcoin is the leader, the true leader for about, a couple months. And so you can play off this chart to know when to scale out of your Bitcoin and when to go into altcoins. Let's just pull up a chart here of, see, Bitcoin Cash. And so let's put up a horizontal line, vertical line, Alt V. And so when Bitcoin hit its dominance peak, you did see, where is it? When Bitcoin hit the dominance peak, you did see Bitcoin Cash start to really take off and go vertical. So it really started to go vertical once Bitcoin dropped, or Bitcoin dominance dropped through this trend line. So this trend line was like the last support. Once we pass that, the altcoins are running. So what's happening now is altcoins are the thing to be in if you're in cryptocurrencies, and they will be the thing to be in until Bitcoin drops on this chart a little bit more. Bitcoin doesn't have to drop, but the altcoins just have to dominate more market share. And so you're seeing a lot of things taken off extremely. So you're seeing Dogecoin. I think the last 2 weeks it ran 200%. So Dogecoin running, everything's running. Ethereum's running. It passed the 2,000 level, and now it's at 3. And so right now, the altcoins are just getting the money. And because of how volatile these cryptocurrencies are, these altcoin runs are insane. And I think my Bitcoin cash position went up, like I had it down here on the beginning of my trip. I made 70% on my money. And what I'm doing now is I'm scaling out of Bitcoin Cash and scaling back into Bitcoin. And so that's what the hedge funds are going to start doing, or the smart money is. They're going to get out of these altcoins, and they're going to put it into the big kahuna. And so when the big kahuna is ready to roll, they're not holding much of these altcoins, because once the Bitcoin dominance chart starts turning the other way, Bitcoin's going to be leading and the altcoins are going to be suffering. You know, if you're ever curious, this is just a little trick you can use, just throw up RSI. If you're ever curious if a trend is getting weak, you just look at the divergence on the chart. So the divergence is whether the indicator is making higher highs or lower lows. We are extremely oversold on the Bitcoin dominance chart. So Bitcoin is going to get picked up soon, as it always does when it goes past this level. And when it does, Bitcoin is going to run, altcoins are going to suffer. That's just how it's been. But we've only traveled beneath this line for small periods of time. And so what we're looking for is that first level of divergence. It's not there yet, and it hasn't shown itself. You know, we're going to come back inside the purple range maybe, but this is exactly how I run my crypto portfolio, is altcoins mixed with Bitcoin, and you're just scaling in and out with these two things. I do, just pick the big four. I don't get too crazy. I love Ethereum, and altcoins run hard 100%, but the big four tend to be the ones that are here at the end of the day. So Litecoin is getting a big run. It's one of the big four. And so Litecoin here, really running to the top of the wedge. So having trouble, we'll delete some of these resistance lines, but Litecoin is going to peak out here, as you can see from the past. So we're going to peak soon, which plays into the Bitcoin dominance reversal theory coming up. And so, yeah, the big four is Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin was the big four. And so Bitcoin is getting toward the apex here. We'll see if we break out, but this looks like an inverse head and shoulders. The head and the shoulder here. And so we're looking for inverse head and shoulders pop. I love a lot of different cryptos. I've studied a lot of them. ADA, yeah, Cardano, I think, is a good one. You can just head to this crypto tab and you can see basically all of the cryptos too. And XRP, not my favorite, but this thing pumped like crazy. XLM, Stellar Lumens. And so these are like options. So, you guys, 70% in about 2 weeks with something that doesn't have any time decay is exciting for me. And so I look to trade anything, any opportunity out there. And I do see 70% in 2 weeks just being a great payout, considering the market is just very choppy, especially for growth stocks now. So what you learned today, what you learned trading with Jay, learning with the pro traders, crosses over into everything else you do. So long-term investing, buying, holding cryptocurrencies, scalping cryptocurrencies. The skill you're learning is long-term and powerful. So what we're trying to do today is just help you build that skill, help you get better so you can apply it to what you want. People have been messaging me saying, hey, Matt, I'm losing money. I'm not profitable. This is hard. Yes, it is hard. That's not it's definitely not something you can avoid. It's going to be a struggle for a long time. And the struggle depends on how quickly you get over your mistakes, how quickly you cut losers, how much you apply yourself after hours. What are you learning? What are you filling your mind with? And so this is just basically knowledge to fuel whatever you want to get into. Maybe you're not a scalper like Jay sometimes. Maybe scalping just makes you really uneasy, nervous. Maybe you're always losing. You don't have to force yourself into this trading box of having to be a scalper, having to be a swing trader, having to be in the market every second of the day. Why not just have cash on the side and attack when you're ready? One trade a month can make you a profitable trader, one trade a year. And so we're just trying to build the skills. And when you want to apply them towards something and you feel more comfortable, you can. I had one trader message me today saying he's looking to hop out of the group. He doesn't like short-term stuff. He's more of a long-term guy. But I can guarantee you the skills he learned being in the group allowed him to find that out and allowed him to find his successful strategy with whatever long-term stuff he's looking for. So yeah, scalps suck. Yeah, crypto. Yeah, I mean, I'm just pointing out something, guys. I'm not scalping. I'm not swinging that hard this month. I think I made $20,000 in the last week on vacation just from a crypto portfolio. So if you're not feeling comfortable, if you can't scalp the market, there's always something out there you can swing and pivot into. Don't limit your skills and don't limit what you learn in this group towards one thing of making money. There's plenty of assets moving. You can trade, you can sell, you can short. And so what I want to do today is just go over A, the market, and then B, the charts and the setups for our Friday, Sunday plays. We did call that 412 drop to the T within like 50 cents. It even went lower. And so a lot of people who took this Sunday play, the Friday play, unfortunately got stopped out with us, but it gapped down under 416.50. I woke up with you guys on Tuesday and missed my entry point, but this was a 100%, 150% drop. So the SPY play was perfect, but the market just a little too choppy. Boeing, we were looking for a breakout here on Friday, chopped out down here. A lot of head and shoulders, a lot of W bottoms. This is really bullish on the lows, and then Boeing is actually popping through to 235 again. So Boeing's actually setting up nicely. It's LVS that is just looking dead. So we're not getting a total inverse head and shoulders yet, but Boeing was one that really consolidated on this breakdown. So I said in my video, I expect the market to drop. Now, the plays we're seeing now are going to be discounted. You're going to want to think about picking them up on the discount instead of, back holding them on the drop. So there was a chance to pick them up on a discount, luckily, but you had to be patient. So we'll look for some more plays today. All right. So what I'm going to do is just overview the SPY. You got a huge breakout from the tight range of the past. We're in a bull market, obviously, so every dip is a pullback. and we are over 420. So at this point, if we close with a wick like we're doing right now, you're not going to see a pop. So look at the candle over here. If we close with a wick, you're seeing a pullback on Monday. If we close with a full candle, you're going to see a pop on Monday. If we close with a wick, maybe a inside candle, closing with the wick, maybe an inside candle. So it depends on the size of the wick at the end of the day here. But if we do get inside candles, another bull run could happen. What we do to decide if that is true or not is we go to the VIX. Is the VIX under 20, which it is. We popped over 20 for a day, but the VIX is still dropping hard. So the VIX is telling us we're still in a very bullish market. On the TNX, the 10-year bond is bottoming out here, starting to find some support. And so this is still under 3%, so we're still in a bull market. The DXY, I think it's the dollar DYX. Crypto tab, that's why. What's the dollar doing? If the dollar is plunging, people have to go into stocks. They don't want to lose money and lose value from their USDs. They have to go into crypto. You don't want to hold the US dollar as we print, as it drops in value. Keep an eye on the US dollar. US dollar right now is falling hard on the weekly chart. We do have some support down here, but this could be a very bearish breakdown. And if this happens, money's going to come flooding into crypto and stocks. So keep an eye out on that too. Where are we at for the peeps? All right. So yeah, USD is not looking good. That's why you see Bitcoin having a good day. Bitcoin will always have a good day when people are afraid of being in the US dollar. And I do think we get one more pump to the 100K level. We'll see. I'm still waiting on it. I love how sideways Bitcoin is. The more sideways it is, the better, because that means they're accepting this price level. They're going to look to push and test out new price levels soon. I'm holding mostly, I'm in 8% US dollars in this account, just in case I want to buy the dip on one of these altcoins. So slight cash position in the crypto portfolio. And lastly, what we do on this SPY, number one, I just showed you guys. If we pull up the advanced decline, it's a trick I showed as we crushed that drop on Tuesday. If you pull up the advanced decline today, you're going to be able to see if we have any strength in this move. So the advanced decline today went from about 0. It looks like maybe 700. Let's put on extended. It opened up at negative, and then it went to positive 1400. So this is a very bullish advanced decline day where we are holding over the $1,000 or 1,000 place. So advanced decline is the stocks advancing versus declining. Yesterday, drop in the market, but the advanced decline never went lower. So this showed you the advanced decline bottomed, and the stocks ended up reversing later in the day. Today, just no weakness in the advanced decline. And so we are probably going to be looking at a market gap up on Monday. We usually get that Sunday, Monday gap up. And we will plan accordingly, but the last thing we want to do is look at the oversold, overbought readings. On the 4-hour chart, this is your first sign of divergence. So we're getting higher highs, but we're not getting those next readings yet. So that might be, unfortunately, a nail in the coffin for a bull run. We really have to push aggressively. So we're going to have to be hitting 430 soon. or this could chop. So what we're seeing in the market here for the daily chart is more divergence. So this is really not good when you're seeing divergence on the SPY. We could get another overbought reading as well, which would lead us to possible drop again. So again, these moves in the market, they're quick, they don't last long, and they get chopped out. So we are looking for maybe a pullback. I don't know. I think 420 could be reasonable. Some support on Monday, a hold, and then maybe a run. We could also gap up on Monday. So with everything I'm seeing, divergence is not good. You never want to see divergence, but we are making higher highs. So it's just a matter of how much longer this can go. So what I'm going to do is I will look for those 3 extra plays today and for the Sunday peeps. But SPY we took last week stopped us out in a winning play. And so that tells me entry exit is just hard in this market. You got to be patient, and you might have to go further out on your expiration date. If we took 2 weeks out, we would have been fine in this play. 2 weeks out, we would have been able to hold through this. Just looking at this thing. All right. So yeah, we might have to go further out if we're not totally confident in the market, but just reading the comments here. You can go a month out, but my point is 50% is our limit on a loss. If we are 2 weeks out, this gap up on Monday would have been a 30% loss. We wouldn't have gotten stopped out, and we wouldn't have been able to profit down here for 100% gains maybe. So the whole idea with going out further is not hitting your stop loss. So if you're still confident in the play, but you think it's going to chop, you put some more time on it. If you put a month on it, you might get the move, but it's not as much money. And so it just depends on your risk to reward situation, what you're more comfortable doing. Let's just check. I always like to check the premiums coming into the market. So if SPY is getting a lot of puts, that's going to tell me something for next week. What we do is you just type in SPY here. So a lot of put flow in the SPY. Almost all puts today above the 200K range, all puts. So very interesting. But we'll just scan the market now. So, that's how I start it. I mean, when crypto's bumping 50% a day in some things, why am I wasting my time getting stopped out in these stupid swing plays? If something's working, you got to double down on the winners. And if something's not working, not bad idea just to take a break. We have Playboy, which is one spec I bought back in the day. Playboy ran to $60. Man, oh man, do I wish I kept this. This is mainly due to NFTs. They're going to create some NFTs. And so Playboy, just a ripper. We're getting some bottoming here, but that could have been a reason for an inverse head and shoulders. I'll just draw that out so you can see it. And so we are looking for possible downsides in the next couple. Where'd my drawer go? So shoulder, head, left shoulder, and then we get the drop. That's an idea. It doesn't mean it's going to happen, but we'll keep an eye on it. Could trade sideways, looking for a 53 put entry point for this. And what we're going to do is just add an alert above 52. We get above 52, Playboy looks good for puts. All right, so Neo, I'm not messing around with Neo. It's very quiet. It's driving me crazy. Skip that one. And all I'm looking for in the market is just something that can continue. Gosh darn it. These stocks are just not getting directional moves. So Utz is crushing it. For some reason chips are just getting a lot of flow here. So this is mRNA. We put this out on Tuesday. mRNA clear dropper. And you probably would have made like 1,000% on this. This was an insane 20% drop. And so this was one play we had out in the Matt charts. And if you're like, hey, Matt, I didn't get the text message. Where's the mRNA puts? They're just in the charts here. We're looking to give you guys the opportunity for, you guys to try something out, you guys to see how it works out and learn from your own trade. We can text out trades, we can put out trades, but it doesn't get you to the end goal fast of where you want to be in this. What gets you to the end goal fast is throwing yourself in the water, accepting responsibility, and learning this. So we are getting some plays to run from Tuesday. I do believe Chewy. We had a Chewy chart that we had a sell-off down here. And so, yeah, clear breakdown on Chewy. And Jay took this with the fam. So, hey, Matt, I didn't get the text on Chewy. Jay posts his plays in Ninja General. We're trying to urge him to text things out too, but he can only lead a horse to water. So he's not too comfortable yet texting out all his trades, but he entered Chewy puts 236%. So he could have made that. We put out the chart on Tuesday. Jay and the crew made 200%. You make 200% once, what are you good for? Just 200%. You want to make 200% and have the skill to make 200% for the rest of your life. So try to figure out how this works, why it works. Yeah, this is just navigating Discord is the first week of your experience here. Beautiful breakdown on Chewy. I put out the chart. Jay put out the trade. Like Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen here. And I'm going to not mess with the Chinese stocks still. They are tanking profusely, and I'm just not a fan of that. Yeah, we got text alerts. Text alerts are found in your profile. So just head to the Market Moves web app. Head to your dashboard, email, text, phone number. You're good to go. And we text out live streams, we text out trades, everything. So I'll be putting out my information today. And what I'm looking for is trying to figure out any of these stocks, if we're going to get continuation anywhere. We got Lemonade breaking down. We are looking for a triangle upside move, but growth stocks just getting hammered still. Skills, no downside support yet. And we're just going to keep scrolling until we find momentum. We are getting a steep sell-off in Fubo still. So Fubo, just no love. We got earnings coming up. So typically we just stay away from things till earnings pass. But the Fubo decline is real and it's not stopping. So we are not going to time the bottom on this. Fubo could be heading to 13, 14 bucks. It's something you got to take stop losses on if you can't stomach long-term investments on this stuff. I don't know when growth stocks are coming back into the play, into rotation, but I do know that, it's an ugly hold there. So look at that underneath resistance here. And so this is a great play that I will put out because we just had earnings. But yeah, Fubo, just not working out. If you're loving it long term, it's just cheaper levels for you to pick it up. But any type of portfolio has to have a max position size and a max loss. If it's an investment, I don't know what your max loss could be, but You do have to define what you're willing to lose sometimes and what you're willing to position in. And so we are getting a big gap down on lift. So inside candle going red. And so I do think this can have continuation. So we'll put that up. These charts, I don't even want to look at. I don't think with the chop, we got many plays to go. And so what I'm trying to do is show you how I think, what I look for in a play, and hoping you guys can pick up this same view and how you find setups, because setups are the basis on success. Lift inside candle, selling off at resistance, could see continuation Monday if we stay under the, and so 130, I'm going to pick my 3 favorite plays. At this point, I'm just going to start charting them all. So the 50-50 range is tremendous resistance. And those earnings means we're pretty bearish coming off into this. So yeah, what we're trying to do as traders is just pick up momentum, just trade the market, be unemotional. If things aren't going well, use less position size, use less account size, use longer term options. But once you get momentum again, then you can start being more comfortable, adding more position in everything. But yeah, all we're trying to do now is just get momentum again into these plays. And we'll check out Mara and Riot as they're stuff I'm interested in. And we'll see where they're going to possibly go. They don't look great. And they did break a key level. So I'll show you kind of what my chart looks like later. Open door, Survey Monkey, decent earnings. And there's pins too. Look at that. It's coming right off the line again. So pins broke through tremendous resistance a while back. And these are just great plays because you have earnings and it passed. And you basically have the directional move of the stock. So pins directionally downtrending, past earnings, and hitting resistance, looking for a future sell-off. And these plays, these 2 plays are ones I'm basically thinking are going to be moving by Monday. I do like these already. So these might be my 2 setups. They might take the cake. Who knows? Pins is not looking great. And so what I might do is just take one of these, honestly. We do have a gap fill for pins in like the 53 range. And so what goes up dramatically comes down dramatically. We are not finishing at the low of the day at the low of the week for pins. But that monthly candle is ugly. So what I want to do before I take it, if I'm going to take it, is just check out moving averages and stuff here and just see the Bollinger Bands. So a lot of buy readings coming in, buy, but we're not there yet. And I hate doing this where I take the play close to the end of the day and it just rockets the other way. This has happened a number of times. It's very frustrating. We are getting a buy signal almost on the daily here. So I might let pins be. It looks like it's, it wants to go. but I do want more evidence on plays here. So I'm going to end up charting some more before choosing. So lift and pins, exact same setup, just looking horrific. Airbnb finally sold off. The 1 week I don't play this, finally hit my target. Red candle coming into support ranges. So Airbnb looking like it finally made the move, but missing out. Purple, a lot of ugliness here. Sono, support line there. If it breaks, we're donezo. And Sono has earnings the 12th, so too close. Too close for comfort. Ride, geez, this is a SPAC under $8. Dang, oh my goodness. Frog, this makes me want to puke. Poshmark though. Poshmark doing it. Look at that stamping hammer right before earnings. So 5 days out till earnings, not messing with it. Huya, not messing with the Chinese stocks. And most of this stuff, we're just going to skip if it doesn't look good. I don't know why it's not letting me mute. Whoops. There we go. So again, I'm just looking for a chart that can go and continue in one direction. Or I'm looking for something at support that could get picked up. You know, so Fiverr, love the stock. Can it get picked up here? Maybe. Just had earnings with Upwork and they got sold off hard post earnings. So Fiverr just like pins on the downtrend, hitting resistance. Plenty of room to drop to like the 140s. So it could be a gapper, could be a continuation run. This one has broken a lot of technical aspects. So this is making me a little nervous. Just considering broke down here, respecting that resistance. We have a downward trend line forming short term here. Long-term wedge is done. So where's the bottom? I don't know, not sure. But if we do get a continuation, this should be coming off the trend line soon. Well, I'm gonna skip it for now, but Stitch Fix still riding this trend line. We thought we're gonna break through it here, but gapped up. So Stitch Fix still in that really long bear trend. And then Blink from last Friday, we called the breakdown from this line. So broke the line, boom, 2-day sell-off to support. Now that we're at support, what's this mean? I'm not sure. Inside candle could hold. Earnings too close though. So we gotta wait for these guys to pass, these earnings and everything. Spotify, big hold at 230 here. Big hold, inside candle, could get quiet and pop. Interesting setup, but not jumping on it. All these EV stocks, I'm basically skipping. They are, man, Leslie Pools, boom, 20% pullback on earnings. Interesting company. And then Woof, Petco. Petco doing all right. Inside candles. You can draw the same trend line. You know, if we've hit resistance, we're showing a wick. We're most likely going to continue with that trend, that short-term trend. So we just can't get over the line as we saw today. So big sell-off from resistance on Woof and Woof to the downside. Pretty likely got a couple dollars there. So that's another downsider. Woof. So short-term downward trend line still looking weak. Could see further weakness next week. And so what I will do is just chart the mega caps like Apple and Amazon and see if they're looking weak, because maybe if they are, the SPY kind of turns around here, but I'm seeing the growth stocks just still not looking great. MP, one of the stocks I was really bullish on, coming down again. So long-term head and shoulders here. So it could come straight down. So EV is just not getting any love. I think that's it. We just went through Playboy, went through them all. Charge point still coming down. Oh, here's some more coin. We got inside candle on coin. If you look at it, we've only had 1, 2, 3, 4 green candles on coin. So coin needs some hope here. I mean, just statistically speaking, it's got to be pretty crazy for us to see more red candles. We finally hit that 250 price it was supposed to open up at. And so coin, there's that discount if you've been waiting for it. LI, downward trend. MP looking great. So almost done with these. Then we'll go through mega caps. Litecoin coming off here. Tattooed Chef, I believe we called the pullback here on Tuesday. Severe drop, boom, easy profits, Tuesday chart. So we're getting the same exact charts coming in today. TXG. Oh my goodness. It's not good. TXG and ARC holding getting crushed as well. Yeah, everything's getting crushed. Everything. Yeah, this is just the epically beaten down section of the market. And I do want to see DraftKings. I'm just looking for DraftKings now. Look at these red candles. So this is a momentum play as we're finishing at the low of the day. A lot of red candles in the past, making new drops. And we knew this was going to happen. So Zoom finally came under that $300 level. So Zoom on the short-term trend line down here. So another play. If we gap over on Monday, we're good, but it's the exact same play as every setup I'm giving you so far. Piton gapping, selling. Looks like there's a good reaction after earnings, but check if it breaks the low of the week next week. Actually, I'm just going to put an alert on it for when it happens. So Piton just looking for 80. If it breaks, I'm going to be a great setup. So opportunities in growth are basically short opportunities. The larger market caps could be something different. So we'll look through that in a second. And I think I'm done here with these. Yeah, these are just coming off hard. Upwork, though. Upwork had a beautiful hold after earnings. It did dip under 40 for like one of the first times in a while. And we are holding 42 like a champ now. If you look at the weekly candle, very bullish weekly candle. So we'll see what happens now, but market's making all-time highs, so only a matter of time before these come back. Look at this, DraftKings. Holy guacamole. Possible support here, next level down here. You're looking for possibly 5 points in draft. You do have the potential to gap up on Monday and sell off through this. So could be an interesting setup, but we've been respecting this trend line. This is the exact same trend line I'm giving you on every single growth play. So not any different. Palantir, been expecting this to dip under 20. welcome to $20. We'll see you later. Palantir May 11th, 4 days till earnings. Skip that for now. So one of my investing theses is growth. I like investing in growth. That's why I'm not really doing much now, is because growth is just not having its month. So eventually it's going to be exciting to be in growth, but I don't get excited about investing in Apple. I'm sorry, Apple. And with these discounts, I'm getting more and more excited on growth. So these discounts are just a better entry point long-term and increases your risk reward, everything. So they're great opportunities. Don't get this wrong. This is definitely a great opportunity here. We're just waiting for that bottom to be fully confirmed. So space entering that buy zone from the past, probably going to dip under 18 before it really becomes a buy. VRM broke that big uptrend. Look at this trend line got broken here, 2 candles down and suffered. Earnings too close. PLTK. Oh my goodness, Rocket, all-time lows. Making me sick. It's making me sick here. All right. So yeah, not messing around with this stuff. Being patient. I think that's it. And we'll move on now. But again, the 3 plays I'm going to pick are from some of the things I just put out. So if you want them early, you can take any of these plays to the downside. I've only picked 3 so far, actually. So if you want them, check them out. There's opportunities right there in front of you. And we're going to set up our YouTube plays soon. And we'll check our risk reward out on Robinhood. So checking out Robinhood here. All right. Yeah, market coming under 422. Might be a bearish Monday if we don't close at the highs. So again, how Discord works is we got live streams pretty much daily. If you guys want to follow us for trading, we got the morning trading streams with Jay or I. We have educational streams at night, option selling. We have teaching streams. And they're just all good times to build these skills here. So if you want to find our plays and follow them, Matt and Jay charts. If you want to follow our entry points, Matt and Jay entry. We also got Ninja. All these are for Jay and I, who are running most of this trading streams. If you want to follow what we're looking at, check that out. So it looks like it's a different scenario for value. Value's starting to run here. We got eBay running. And so we might have a flip in the market where we start looking for value to go higher. Yeah, I got a lot of puts up here. So those are the bearish ones. Teladoc is great company long term. I love it. Getting hammered. One of ARK's favorite holdings. And they're not doing so hot. So not so good. So now we're looking at the value section of our list here. We're going to see what we can find and if there's any momentum to be squeezed out of these. I mean, upward still looks great though. Inside candle on GM, passing some nice resistance, maybe continuation. Pot stocks might have finally bottomed. Gonna give them some more time. You can see your pot stocks running, but hitting resistance. So this is a pot stock ETF. It shows us what's happening in the sector. Possible triangle breakout. So MJ ETF might be a good long-term swing here. And I won't know this more until I throw on the Bollinger Bands and MAs. But this looks like a breakout ensuing. And if you don't know which pot stock's going to run, sometimes it's best to just check the index. MJ. Run here out of the triangle, which would lead to a pot stock bullish, let's say 5 to 10 days. Our favorite setup is the triangle breakout. So this is where the momentum gets tight enough where you get the break. So what we look for in this setup is, hey, you know, what's happening with RSI? Is this a divergent reading here? And so RSI is giving us a low here and then a higher low. So divergence is there. We aren't getting an extreme a buy reading though. So that's the only thing there. The weekly chart, decent, 4-hour chart. Yeah, extreme divergence there. So we'll check out this later, but for the bulls, this looks pretty interesting, pretty fun. All right, so again, throw up RSI, just check that stuff out. Workhorse under $9. Gosh, what is happening? I'm pretty sure this is like pot stocks back in 2018 where they just got ripped apart. 2019. I don't think these things are going to come back for a long time. MO on the run, crowd bear candle, ZS bear candle. I'm looking for something making a new range lower, something that has that support momentum. Domino's Pizza. Domino's looks good. For $400 though, I just can't play it with the group here, so we'll skip it. Caterpillar. Construction, a lot of bullish reasons to get excited about Caterpillar here. So new high, all-time high coming in. Not really crushing it after the fact, but we'll skip it. We're just not getting a real big print candle above here. GDX gold looking bullish. Neo. Inside candles, dozens of inside candles, a little ridiculous. And then wow, Fastly. It's just amazing. What is happening with this stuff? Fastly was $120, now it's $40. These discounts don't get much cheaper. Jeez. I don't see any support for Fastly until like 36 though. So post earnings, there's going to be IV squeezes on this, so you really don't want to hold this. CFO leaving. Look at this, the Container Store, or one of our bullish plays, broke down. False break, coming higher here. So you're going to see a big wick on the weekly. So big wicks on the weekly. I think Ambo told me he was liking this on for puts. But I don't think we got much of a continuation. So if we come back inside the wedge, this could be a real big runner to the upside of it. So again, bullish on the failure to go lower here. And for a continuation setup, you need continuation. If it reverses too much, you're most likely going to see big moves the other way. Looking for a run the next week as we held the lows. And produced a false break down. See a move inside the wedge and beyond. Retail is just typically doing well right now, so I feel like the pullbacks on this is, yeah, we'll check out everything there. You guys are really smart. I'm hearing a lot of good combo in here. A lot of good technical talk. I'm impressed. You guys are putting in the work. You should be proud of yourself. Just getting smarter. Ooh, cyber. That's a candle right there. Look at that. I think pretty sure it's a candle formation, some type of famous one too. That is beautiful. Run from the low to the high. Room to run, but I hate buying the dead cat bounce. Beautiful, beautiful wick, and then gap and run. 125, not out of the realm of possibility there. Skipping for now. Win. Lots of inside candles. Surprised LVS didn't work out since I'm getting a lot of good charts on the travel sector. Skip it for now. Net came down to good time support, gapped up post earnings, sold off. Skip for now. PayPal, extend trend lines, resistance lines, just see where we're at. Yeah, a little resistance here for PayPal. Channel downward, pushing up on it though, so a lot of higher highs and higher lows. Looking through. Oh, BA, USOB. I liked BA a lot. This is like my favorite setup today so far. I just can't believe it stopped us out last week. That was a rough one. Or from last week's chart. I just don't know how much of a continuation we get, but I'd love to see a run to 240 like we wanted last week. I don't know if it's going to happen yet. So Carvana is just getting ripped apart post earnings and does not have any support till down here. So Carvana is one of those momentum plays that has plenty of room to go to like 8-point drop. You know, this is 3 candles gapping down, 1, 2, 3, and then maybe a 4th one on Monday. And so this one's going to be fast and furious lower. We do not have much support till there. So again, there's a lot of great put plays. Sadly. So you can see I'm piling up the plays so we can pick the best opportunities. Looking for 240, 242, and likely Monday. So again, like if I put up something that's been gapping down every day, there's a high chance of gaps. So you're most likely not going to get this play if you're not taking it with an idea of why you're taking it today. If you're blindly taking it, you know, that's not going to work out for you long term. You got to have a good idea about your entry exit on this. But again, if you're waiting on it, you're not going for it, you might be missing it when Monday hits. Again, travel, so strong. BA looks great. UAL is not there yet for support or resistance. I am liking travel here though. Pfizer, we got the vaccine stocks gapping, coming back. Yelp, gosh, IQ, LVS just dead there. LB, Tesla. I've never seen candles this small for Tesla. Tesla getting tight. So just moving through too many inside candles, too many small candles. Looking for something a little bit more interesting here. I don't have too many bullish plays. Boom, Whirlpool. I'm pretty sure I put this out last week. Jeez, yeah, we crushed it. Oh my goodness. I put this out here at 236. That's a 20-point move in Whirlpool. Cortana. Oh, no, no. Now you're going to make me think of that every time. But yeah, so we put out this play Friday. It's an easy 1,000%er. Insane. Insane. So again, we have this whole thesis on new home construction and a lot of stocks that are producing things that go into homes or are being used for this are going to get that pump. So Whirlpool, nothing but green candles recently. So looking for more continuation on this, but I just hate missing the move and kind of trying to have to figure out the late entry. So I'm going to skip it. It's not fair. Got to come in late to this. DAL, plenty of support, room to run, too choppy. Cardinal Health, pizza. Damn, Live Nations, engulfing candle here. So very, very bullish. This is exactly what we look for. This is a bulletproof setup, by the way. Yeah, I mean, beautiful. Look at that. A lot of support here too. I don't know if I'm drawing this correctly though. Maybe it's the trend line support, who knows? But there's a lot of wicks coming in off the line. So you're just looking for Live Nations to move to new highs. And what we see typically is retracement. It'll probably retrace to here and then look for the entry point. So I'll put on an alert for when we cross this. And Live Nation is going up. LYB. Looking for continuation higher. So engulfed the previous candle post earnings. Generally a very strong indication of a bull trend. And again, I haven't felt this confident and excited about plays, so I might be taking 2 plays today. And coin is going here, 263. Coin picking up steam. Goose on the loose. Still, Goose is engulfing there. Uber, probably gonna hold. Dollar General, Cisco, iRobot. Yikes. Down, Square. Damn, wish I found this Square discount earlier. Square looking good. Skip it for now. No. Every week I look at Costco. We've been calling Costco from down here, by the way. Easy, long-term trend. It's just been so hard getting in on it now. That means Target, Walmart, going to be interesting setups for continuation. Mickey D's looked good for a break. And you can see here, Mickey D's is setting up just like Caterpillar or Whirlpool. So Whirlpool ran 20 points somehow. Mickey D's is inside trading, ton of wicks coming in on the lows. So if we support here, get a big run on McDonald's. All right, McDonald's looking for a big run as we support the lows of the channel and produce consistent wicks. Candle bottoms. All right, beautiful. I like it. Again, I'm gonna go through these in about 10 minutes, just real quick look through their Bollinger Bands, moving averages, seeing what where they're at, what that means. Disney, been looking for a Disney pop for a while. Disney fully supported here, earnings too close for comfort, but very bullish. American Express, yeah, so value stocks just getting pumped real hard here. American Express just crushing it this week. And just moving through, trying to find some great charts. Take two rips. Pins, I think we're looking for a breakdown on pins. See pins on the shorter time frame. So I just look at things on the 2 to 4 hour, helps me gauge the trend. And I'm just looking for momentum plays with a good risk to reward. And we'll calculate that soon. Holy yay. Oh my goodness. I just don't get how these discounts exist when the market is at all-time highs here. Intel. Nice V bottom on Intel. We got that drop to support. Boom. V bottom. Bullish candle on dividend day. Looking good. Goldman Sachs running hard. Banks going crazy. So this is an all-time high possible run. You know, if we're pushing here, might continue pushing. Target. There's our target for target 214. Been waiting on 214 for a very long time. We had target calls, I think 2 weeks ago. And I think we're coming up on resistance here. Depends on how I draw it. I'm trying to find the best trend line touch. Something like that. A lot of touches coming in. And so target, we could get an overextension. Cross down. This is a bearish setup here. Could get that cross down. MU looks very good as it continues to hold higher lows. So we're looking for MU to cross over and break. Could happen. Not gonna hold my breath now. Coin is looking good though. I have a feeling coin's gonna have a great week next week. Holy jeez, Home Depot. Home Depot crushing it. Look at this uptrend too. Same thing as Target. Getting a little tight at the apex. Might break the apex though. Airlines still looking good. Apple. Jeez, sell off on Apple. That was post earnings too. Why was it so bad? So Apple is supporting a nice gap and just struggling here at resistance, but false break under the channel could come back in the channel. I do like Apple for a move up too. Excellent. So you got the trend line telling us where to enter on. Apple dividend coming into play too. I don't know what that means for this setup, but let's see if we can get a pop over 131 and push inside. Possible push and run over 131. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, it looks like it's going to go here just a little bit. Herbalife. Growth still getting hammered. Redfin down. Garmin is just a beast. Still running. Dick's Sporting Goods running. FedEx running. Let's just check this FedEx trend line here. Kind of holding some things. Right off the trend line for a while. Still going. Lows. Jeez. So again, very bullish on lows from the bottom. Double touched all-time highs. JP Morgan, very bullish on the bottom here. Boom. All-time high touch. Take that off. And let's look for some plays now. Just itching to Nike. Jeez. Can't get the breakdown. Bull market always wins. Look at that. Massive run in Nike. Must have been some news. Ulta, retail, very similar to Target. Might get a late run, so not going to chase it. Lulu coming down. V bottom, resistance. So this is possible run back up. Twitter, cup and handle maybe, rounding out this bottom. I'm not buying the bottom on that. RCL, too choppy inside action. Amazon, deep pullback. Floor and decor, excellent, looking excellent. SeaWorld, I think SeaWorld had earnings. I like this a lot. VMware came off of lows. Oxy, I did take down this chart because I didn't think I was correct on it, but look at this Oxy run. Oxy's still going up here. 27s. Oil is strong. Bank of America running. Ooh, CCL. Look at that. Right on the trend line. So we put this out. We love when things are touching the line pretty much exactly. And we're right there for CCL on and maybe touch and go for Monday. So you've got an inverse head and shoulder situation here too. And we're gonna start entering some plays. I don't know what to say. I got too much going on here. I gotta stop charting. We got too many plays. Schlumberger running TQQ support. Snap, Comcast, all-time high. Wayfair, Home. My goodness, Home. That's a run. Boom. I love Home. Great company. Great products. They are everywhere. And Facebook. Been curious about Facebook. Got the pullback. Let's just check out SPY real quick. Pushing into the close. So we're going to be bullish on Monday, I think. So we'll avoid the bearish plays for now. MJ Container Store. You're just going to check out these plays. All right, the Container Store. basically right on this wedge. So a huge wick came in this week for the Container Store. Risk reward, let's just check it out. Again, if we're looking to take a play, we got to make sure it's worth our money. We're not risking something with if the payout's super small. So you got plenty of time on it. If the Container Store moves $1, you make $35 on 60, so it's about 55%. If it moves $2, if it moves $2.50, you're making about 200% return. So Container Store to here would be about $1. So 50% return, boom. 1550, 100%, 200%. So it's not great if we get the move next week, but we'll just move past it now. CVNA, Carvana on the drop. This is something I might wait on for Monday. Live Nation. And this is something I might take now. So we could get a 2-point pullback. So that's my plan, is a 2-point pullback and then a 4-point run. So we're looking to take profit up here. So let's just check out risk to reward and see what a 2-point pullback could do, and if we could buy some later then. May 21st is the options. So again, a 2-point pullback would be 50% loss, which is good if we could position in just a tad more then. So we could buy the pullback, but if we do get a 3-point move, 2.5-point move, it's 100%. So that's a beast of a candle. And we just had earnings. Again, huge, huge wick. I do think that pullback comes in. So Coinbase is running here too. I like this a lot because it's got options that are just a little bit further out, so safer. The spread is not bad too. So we got this one making a lot of sense. We're gonna have to make sure that we save a little bit of position size if we have to buy a discount on Monday. So I'll text out the play on this one. And pull this up here. And this is going to go obviously in the Sunday section. And I'll throw up the risk reward, show you guys how we calculate it. But we're going to risk 50% max, but we do want to make sure we're buying in the 78 to 80 range. So I would say a break under 77 will be bad. But we're looking at 83 to 84. So 3 points is about 100%. If we get the full bottom to top move, 6 points. 6 points could be here to here, like 220%. So you're looking at 250%. LPY. All right, let me text this out and just enter some myself too. So Matt is entering small position in LVY calls 514.21 strike 82.5 521.21. We'll buy more position at 78.50. On Monday. Entry LYV call, swing call. $82.5. You're gonna get 120 for an entry here, and stop loss possibly 60. I do think we could pull back, so we'll be patient on Monday getting into this, but again, I like to start the positions on Friday just in case we get those gap ups. And the risk reward makes sense. We got more time on these options, so a little bit safer. So we're looking at buying within this $2 range, exiting within this $1 range up here, hitting up that one, and the chart. Just take a quick screenshot. And what I might do is I might pair this with a put. So I might find a put that looks tasty too, if the risk reward makes sense. So I might do the same thing I did last week, put in a call. It's really hard to make money on both. You really can't make money on puts and calls at the same time. So we'll see what happens. Man, LVS looks so good. What a shame. Boeing looks so good. Unfortunately, now it looks good too. All right, we got Coinbase is just looking so tasty here. First green candles. All right, next plays up. We got Mickey D's. I like Mickey D's a lot. Unless we get a true market sell-off, I do think this channel keeps holding for Mickey D's. Mickey D's, you're looking for 233.80 as channel support. On the daily chart, you got a lot of touches on the channel. Let's just check out Bollinger Bands, MAs. We're not overextended. The Bollinger Band here, as you can see, we just keep pushing on it. We're really just pushing on this Bollinger Band and developing a tremendous amount of wicks coming into the Bollinger Band. So I'm looking for at least a 4-point move, 1 point down, 4 points up, 1 point down, 2 points down would be the max. So 2 up, or 4 up, 2 down. If we had to take the May 14th, this is going to be, so 4 points up, amazing, amazing. And then 2 points down, not bad. So Mickey D's, let's just check out the short-term RSI divergence and everything. I'm not seeing much here. We did not hold last week up. So that's the only thing that would not look good. Kathy talking about ETFs getting murdered. Come on, Kathy. My arc leaps are just bleeding. Nothing's saving them here. Only time will save it. Yeah, Mickey D's looks so good. And so, yeah, this is definitely going to be one of those Sunday plays. I would love to see a breakout from the channel, like a true big move. But generally, McDonald's is just so choppy and so boring. So let's just hold this for now there. Let's just see if Apple is a better setup. But I know last week I didn't like Whirlpool, and then Whirlpool went to the moon. Apple, I like Apple here a lot, actually, for many reasons. You know, we could have a nice inside week, so maybe I go further out for this, but I'm just looking for, so Apple's got better risk to reward from what I can see. If we get to the top of this, 5 points up. So we're going to throw up this Apple setup here. And I do like how he stamped that nice green candle here, gapped up, inside action. I just really couldn't break. You got moving averages coming up to sloping. So very flat, nothing really happening in Apple. So just a deal here, I believe. This is the first time putting up Apple. Apple. All right, so throwing up Apple as one of the plays. McDonald's might make it, honestly, but Apple, I'm interested in this one. And what I'm going to do is just say, be a little bit more safe this week. I go further out. Again, we got 5 points up. These go from 131 to 126. Could be 120% return. So yeah, if we don't want to deal with the volatility, we could do that. But if you do take options for next week on Apple, you could get 200-ish%. So Apple might be good to mix in both. I might just buy a little bit of both and just tell you guys to get the safer ones. I'm looking for this one on Apple here. So second play is in. Apple. Just because we gotta, we'll say 50% here. We'll go 134, 135. And we got, I'd say 80 to 100. And we're looking to exit 134. And we'll just risk 30. We'll just be a little more safer on this one. All right, so I'm going to go for those Apple ones. And I'll text those out too. Apple calls 521.21 strike. Was at the money. $131. Getting him at 200. And normally I don't go two trades, but let's see. See how it goes. Apple call, swing call, 521, 21, 131. Getting this at actually 199. Keep a stop loss at 100. Beautiful. And so we're looking for a gap up. Anything we enter, we just want to give ourselves a chance to get the gap. And the gap's going to help us make more money in the morning and not have to chase. So yeah, I want to get that pattern gap up from the market moves strategy. What could happen is we fall beneath this line and comes to like 129, 129, sub 29, and then we got to figure out what to do there. Again, just respecting a stop loss of probably 30 to 40% on this, a little bit less than normal. So Apple, we are in. LVY, we are in. And let's find our third play so you guys can grab it if you want it. Dang, I don't know how I'm finding all these bullish plays. Just when you thought the market was done here. CCL, looks like a pure ripper. Look at that Bollinger Band holding. I'm liking CCL too. Really liking CCL. So I think this might be the third here. Another CCL play. Extremely flat. We need a catalyst for CCL to really move. Let me see if I got a put play that could be good to pair. Like pairing like wine with cheese here. We got any put plays looking good? Oh man, lift. I think it's still suffering. Yeah, into the close. Lift looks like a beaten dog here. So lift, possible put play. Let's see pins. Again, I didn't like the inside action there in that. We got a lot of holding on Woof. So if you go from here to here, there's tremendous higher lows coming in. So I just think Woof is looking bearish. Let's just check out risk to reward. So I do think we could get a $2 drop in Woof. So we'll go puts on Woof. And we got May 25th. Puts would mean, yeah, $2. Well, $1 would be first target. 26 delta, so 50, 60-ish% there. Nothing crazy interesting, but that could be some nice diversification. And I do think 22.6, 22.20, maybe 22.00 could be that move for Woof. So we'll go Woof puts just as some diversification there. And we got time on all of these, so I think that's a big difference compared to most plays we've done. So what you're seeing here for Woof is on the shorter time frame, lower high, and higher low. So tightening, but looking like it wants to make the push underneath these levels. I will throw this up as the third play. Just in this market, don't want to go too much on calls. And I'm fine with being wrong and having this just rip higher. But I've known from the past, if you're too over leveraged in one direction, you're going to get burned. So you got to diversify your directions in the market as well. Sometimes you don't have to diversify all the time. And we'll put up the option of choice. And again, once we enter today, just shut off the brain, wait till Monday, anything can happen. No need to let the chop drive these emotions and fear. We're just looking for an overnight move. So looking for some continuation, looking for some gapping. So anything can happen Monday. And typically the market likes to continue the trend. So we should be good. And for Wolf, entry points 2370 to 2400. So I am in these two plays. I'm not in Wolf. So I'm in everything minus Wolf. I'm just looking for 21 to 22. And that should be 1 to 200% for Wolf. And so always we just throw up the state of the market too. Let me just put up a market chart. Yeah, we just need this Wolf continuation. So market, unfortunately, is going to finish with a wick unless we really run into the close here. But this is a beautiful hold. You can see those, the mid Bollinger Band, the 10 moving average. Everything's holding the uptrend. We haven't hit a toppy candle yet. So once we hit the toppy candle, then it could be a little nerve-wracking in the market. But right now, bulls got it. Bulls still got it. And this is exactly what I was hoping for, was continuation and then the move. So typically that's how the market runs. So we get pauses for a long, long time. They drive you crazy. And then you get the move. And then once the move happens, it's quick and it's over soon. And you're going to wish you're a part of it. So we're just trying to ride this move up for as long as it keeps going. Yeah, so we're good. Got the plays. I'll post them in general too. So plays are up. We got LVY calls 521.21. And lastly, we just got some Wolf puts, kind of mix it up here. We got 22.5 for the puts. Yes, sir. All right, so yeah, big shout out to all the pros teaching, running the group, helping us out while I was gone. We just have a beast of a group here. Great amount of traders, all with different skill sets. And they're able to show you things when I'm not here, show you things that maybe I don't think, things I can't see. And so hopefully there's opportunities all the time that you guys can take advantage of. So yeah, pumped to have the traders here. Oh yeah, trademark. Teach a couple streams too. So we're getting more teachers. If you want to be a teacher, get paid to do it, let me know. We're just trying to figure out the system and trying to get more efficient with it, trying to add more features as we go. And eventually we want to have this being like 24/7 streaming service for trading crypto, trading futures, trading everything. So if you're curious on Riot and Mara, doesn't look great. Looks like we're going to get a gap down on Monday. So right now we broke the key trend line of the past year. You had 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, and then 4, and then break. So break down. Unfortunately, no big volume, no capitulation has come in. So just a ton of low volume selling, which is really, really bad for this. And we really need some capitulation to bottom. So some type of wedge here could hold us if we get there. But for now, probably another move down to $30 next week. And so we're just not seeing growth get its bottom in anything. And it's just not really crypto specific, but we're just not getting a growth bottom in the market. So we will see what happens on Monday, but it looks like we're going to come down to $30. So again, have a plan. I'm just selling options on this. So I made a lot of money from covered calls. I also lost a lot more money from the stock dropping, obviously, but the active selling options means by the time it comes back up to its price before, I'll have more money in my account because I got in and sold those options throughout this whole process. So we'll see, but just sitting on the sidelines for most of the long-term monies and the monies in the accounts. Don't see many opportunities, and I know the summer's coming up, so it's probably just going to be super boring for most of the stuff. But if this stuff breaks 28, look for the $20 level to come in, and that could be scary. Yeah, I mean, puts on Riot just seemed pretty easy every single day it went down this week. He's got trade direction. If you like the stock, doesn't mean you can't make money on the way down. I've been doing covered calls, which is basically a bearish position, and just writing covered calls on the stock over and over. Coinbase just looks so good to here, though. Coming into 264 at the close. Coinbase inside green candle. See what the market gives us, but bull market got some legs up coming. Nothing's really totally topped out yet, in my opinion. We'll know when it tops. Trust me, we can easily spot it. And from the past, I've seen a lot of market tops, so I can help you guys get a better indication. But this is not a market top yet. We still got the moving average sloping up. Bollinger Band still pressing on it. Just want to make sure that we don't increase the volatility too quickly. So we're starting to get our first red signal on the market mover. And when this happens, we get market sell-offs. So be careful if we do hit any red, typically around this range. We need to come back down to the 10 moving average and normalize it. But we could push on this for a while too. But from the past, we really haven't had too many readings like the one we're currently having. So this could be a reason to get nervous, but we're not seeing any clear indication yet. We could blow past this and produce a really big sell signal, which means you could have like 3 weeks till the market top and then a huge sell off. And that's where we can layer on the puts. Trust me, once you start pushing on the Bollinger Band and getting this red sell signal, that's when the puts get fun. But if we don't have any of those readings now, you're kind of just playing this based off of going against the market direction, which is a losing strategy. LYV. LYV. I thought it said LIV everywhere. Yeah, I did say it everywhere. You guys make me nervous. Yeah, so LYV is almost up 10% here. And Apple's about to hit its break-even point. So this is a good start, really good start. Huge wick on LYV. I will try to get in some more of this on Monday if we can, but I'm not sure it's going to give it to us. We'll see. So again, pick your battles. Don't get addicted to one thing. Riot's obviously going to fall through here. It doesn't look like it's going to hold. So be careful holding this in large positions. Diversify what you got. And Bitcoin here is giving us finally Bollinger Band squeeze on the daily. So Bollinger Band squeeze, got moving averages coming up. So we're starting to normalize Bitcoin, but we haven't capitulated. Volume is not there yet. Where is the high volume? It's over here. We haven't really had a peak in Bitcoin with volume, so we're not there yet. The more it trades sideways, though, the more these altcoins are going to rip. Bitcoin. So I got my last set of Bitcoin Cash, and let's see if I got filled for this last piece. Almost. Bitcoin Cash. I got an order at 1,300, I think, for. Ooh, no way. Oh my gosh, $3 away. Nothing pisses me off more than missing an order by a handful of dollars. Maybe I got filled. Let's see. Come on. Damn. What's my orders here? Let's just see. Oh, baby, we're going to close our positions green here. Apple and LYV. Yeah, look at this. I put my order at 1301. I missed it by. Ooh, that makes me mad. Like $4. Yeah, $3. What in the heck, man? Why I gotta do this? It's best to stagger your orders in crypto so you can at least hit it, at least some of the position. I found in the past, it's best to stagger. Woof, 20%. Geez, you guys already made 20%? No way. I don't believe it. You guys are fakers. We are getting some chop, but woof, okay. Looking good. A little continuation of the close. Our other put plays, lift and pins, giving us some wicks. So those ones may not work out. Pins going straight green into the close. So be careful there. Be careful. Yeah, and this is not good for Riot. So this is coming underneath all the moving averages for the first time. Moving averages sloping down. We need one candle to bottom, but this is still deep downtrend. Deep, deep, deep downtrend. All right, guys, I'm out. Have a good weekend. I don't have much else to talk about. We did a market overview, went over plays, put the plays up, entered 2 trades. I'm going to make that video today or tomorrow, and we will release it on Sunday for everyone who's going to be late to the game. So hopefully we get a gap up and crush it on Monday. I do think this market looks very good here. So just want to see if we can push over 423.70, 422.70 at the open. And then Apple can push over that big resistance it had here, 431-ish. But I'm digging this so far. Yeah, hope you guys had a great week. Have a great weekend. Make sure to study up and figure out what went right and wrong and try to tweak, get better, and most importantly, just enjoy this. This is definitely a gift to be able to do this. So don't make it feel like a burden. Peace out. Enjoy your weekends.